Well, more Christian voices coming out now, giving their opinions on the prophets, saying that Trump would get a second term. And now Dr. Michael Brown has chimed in, and we're going to get into what he had to say. Really quick, guys, if you enjoy the daily content I put out for you here on YouTube and you'd like to help support my channel and ministry, I recommend you sign up on Patreon for as little as $5 a month. Patreon.com/conservative truth. That link in the description right now gets you access to all the bonus content. Soon could be all the content. The way things are going now, I'm getting hit with all kinds of warnings. So who knows how much longer I could be here. If you want to not only help support what I do, but also make sure you keep getting all the content. If I happen to disappear from this platform, I recommend you sign up. Please also like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and I wear the glasses because I'm blind. Now, Michael Brown, look, I got nothing against the guy, really. I don't. But in his piece, he's got his own daily radio show, his podcast that he does. And he's been a professor of numerous different seminaries. He's calling on these prophets. He calls this an appeal to those who prophesied that Trump would get a second term. But I just think that a lot of these voices, like Dr. Michael Brown and so many others that have come out now, I think in a lot of ways they were just waiting to come against those who said Trump would get a second term. It's like they couldn't wait. Like, if it doesn't happen the way that they say, I'm going to jump all over, I'm going to pounce. It just seems like that to me because of the language that they're using in these interviews, in these written statements, everything that they're saying. And this is what I'm talking about with Dr. Michael Brown. He said he's basically demanding these prophets and pastors and everybody who said that Trump would get a second term that you need to repent now. You were wrong. That there's not some alternate spiritual universe where Trump is still president. He said things aren't going to change in a month. They're not going to change in a year. It's just plain and simple over. Well, how does Michael Brown know that? How does he know that? Did God give him some sort of a revelation? I mean, doesn't God do things the way he wants to do them? How does Michael Brown know what's going on behind the scenes here? That's my question. Because for him to say with such confidence and certainty that it's over, nothing's going to change in a month, nothing's going to change in a year, how does he know that? It's mind-boggling. Now, he goes on further here and talks about how, maybe these prophets just prophesied what, their people wanted them to say. They just wanted to tickle their ears. They got caught up with other prophets that were saying the same thing about Trump, that he would get a second term, and they just went along with that. But then even accused them of having idolatrous worship towards Trump. Now, we've heard many voices coming out on the Christian side say this same exact thing. And that the church, and Michael Brown says that, that the church that would look to Trump as their Messiah, as some kind of a political Messiah and an idol. Why do you group? There's so many of these people like Michael Brown. Why do you group all of these Trump supporters up and say that we all worship Trump? We stood by his side because he stood for values and he stood for policies that supported Christians. We didn't make him a Messiah. We recognize that Jesus is the Messiah. We recognize that we're only saved through him, not through Trump. But to say that we just made him an idol just because it's like something cool to say now is ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't think all these prophets deserve to just be getting their heads drilled in over this. Because again, we don't know how God's going to do something. The plans that he has are far beyond our comprehension. Far beyond that. So I don't agree with Dr. Michael Brown here at all. Again, trying to group Christians and these pastors and prophets saying, we're all idolatrous towards Trump, blah, blah, blah. I mean, give me a break. And again, who is Dr. Michael Brown to say what's going to happen in a month, in a year? It just seems like to me that he was never really fully on board with Trump in the first place and was looking to come against these prophetic voices if an opportunity presented itself or if it looked like it wasn't going to work out exactly the way that maybe he thought it would. But that's just my take on it. You guys can let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'll put the full remarks by Dr. Michael Brown down below in the description. You guys can check it out for yourself there. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.